the yes vote in particular with Prop 50. The reason voters said they voted yes on Prop 50, 82% of the case, 8 out of 10 voters say it was to counter the GOP changes, not because they saw it was the best way to draw those district lines. Now, if you go back and look at those who said no to the vote, they said their reasoning to do so is that they saw this as not the best way to draw those district lines, while only 34% said it was to stop the Democrats from adding seats in Congress. A couple other things we're taking away from what voters said there in California. We asked the voters and how they would actually like to see these lines drawn. The irony of this, Trace, is that 9 out of 10 voters, even more so, said they'd like to see this done by a nonpartisan commission, not the party.
Calling this, you see the check mark, you don't see any numbers, you don't see any counties filled in. So what happened? What happened is we took exit polls in all of the key states and in New York City tonight. In the exit poll on this proposition,
isn't just about district boundaries. It's about protecting democracy from one-party corruption.
So let's talk about this ballot measure, Prop 50. NBC News now projecting it has passed. Show us what you've got there, Steve.
Yeah, well, I want to explain what we have here because folks might be a little bit confused. We are practice. You probably don't notice it a lot, like on a presidential election night, but a state like California will be called like this. The margin for yes was so overwhelming in the exit poll and so consistent with all of the data we had seen in the run-up to the election that our decision desk is going to call this based on that exit poll. I want to make it clear that's not an unusual Democratic or Republican states. And when you get an exit poll that really just confirms that, the state will be called that quickly. So that is what you're seeing happening here. Our decision desk has made the determination based on what they've seen in the exit poll and some other data that they can. We don't tend to pay much attention to it on a presidential election night because we're in the middle of North Carolina and Georgia and Wisconsin and showing you results from all the swing states. But there are a lot of states out there that are very lopsided states either.
And I don't want to get to California, but when you talk about this redistricting, when you talk about the exit polls, as Steve does here, there was a really interesting data point because we asked, the exit pollers asked, do you think each state's congressional district lines should be drawn by the party in power or by a nonpartisan commission?
Call this for yes right away. And again, we will start seeing big batches of votes come in here very shortly.
All right. And Steve, Callie, go ahead.
I just want to say one super interesting thing that's coming out of our exit polls here, right? More than half of those people who said they want to see a commission do it said they voted for Prop 8, for Prop 50, wanted to actually see California redraw these lines. What does that say? Due credit to our political unit, Ben Cameron, our Bridget Mission. Overwhelmingly, look at this, 92% of people said it should be a nonpartisan commission. And yet, look at the breakout. This has more to do than just redistricting, right? Like this is something that is going to be impactful beyond simply the lines on the map here. We talked about the Gavin Newsom impact, et cetera. It looks like California voters want to send partisanship can be a hell of a drug, right? That even as people say that they felt like they wanted this to be nonpartisan, these drawing lines, as we talked about,